Hello, you're about to watch an episode of CaldWELL Made. In this video series, we will highlight the diverse industry in Caldwell County. We hope that the citizens here in Caldwell County have a strong sense of pride in the wonderful manufacturing history that we have, as well as all the wonderful technology that's being used in today's manufacturing. We'd also like to inspire the next generation of workforce to consider manufacturing and industry as a career. In Caldwell County, 27% of our workforce work to support manufacturing, while the state average is only 11%. In this series, we will work with a wide variety of industries in Caldwell County. Many of those names you'll know: Bernhardt, Automated Solutions, JBS, Macquarie Modern, Blue Ridge Energy, just to name a few. Please check out our website as well as Caldwell County's website to see all of our episodes. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the show.
Richard Boyd and myself started the company with 2 employees.
Literally, we started out in the trunk of my car in the very beginning, building automated fabric cutter machines for the furniture industry.
We ran out of space in Hickory.
And that was around 2010, 2011, we moved up here to Caldwell County.
Our primary products are packaging related to plastics, and the main product we make is polyethylene foam.
We sell to packaging, distributors, marine, aerospace, you name it, because we have a variety of products, and all those products have a variety of customers.
Our customers are located all over the globe when it comes to some of our product categories. We've grown from being a small supplier to being a pretty major component supplier. Automated can go a long way to create jobs here in this community.
We're now about 140 employees.
I graduated in nuclear engineering. At that time, if you didn't have a PhD in that degree, you couldn't get a job. I went to work for my father making shoelaces.
My previous career path was nothing like what I'm doing now. I'm a business graduate from UNC Charlotte. I don't have a technical background in engineering, but it's just my natural skills and talent.
I've been with the company about 7 years. I got a psychology degree at Appalachian State.
I started here in 2012 as a temporary employee. I was in production all the way up until the first year of COVID. And during that first year of COVID, I really learned that my passion was in operations, of dealing with the constant change.
I've been with Automated Solutions for about 12 years now. Originally, I started out as a machine technician, then I've kind of worked my way up through the years to different positions. When I was younger, I didn't really have an idea what I wanted to do. Before this, I was a truck driver.
This will be my 6th year. I actually started out as National Sales and Marketing Manager, so I've grown into the title of Senior Vice President.
I've been with them since 2016. I began as just a shipping, and then they eventually started moving me around to certain machinery, and I figured out there that I really loved to work with machinery. At the time, I was going to a Caldwell Community College, and then I switched it from an Associates in General Education to an Associates in Mechanical Engineering Technologies, because I found what I love.
I've been here about 13 years. I didn't work in manufacturing. Before I came here, I worked for giant financial companies. There's a way to do everything. It's sort of prescribed by law, by the government, or whatever. And that was one of the appeals of coming to here, was come to a small company where you can have a big impact, get to wear a lot of hats, you got to do a lot of things. You know, we get to see the start of something all the way to its completion and get to see the fruits of your labor, so to speak. You know, it's a lot of fun.
The biggest thing about the job is it sort of encompasses all things. So you face machine problems, getting the right mechanic to the machine, and then you're also dealing with people. So you get to be part of their day and hopefully be a positive influence on.
My primary job is to come up with designs for new equipment to bring products to our customers in a fast manner. We also build machinery for ourselves for in-house use to help bring new products to the market quickly. And we also manufacture equipment for other companies. For the majority of my work, I use a CAD program, SolidWorks. So I basically take a sketch or something on a napkin, and he says, hey, I got this idea. You know, we try to turn it into a real machine that's sitting on the floor. So we use 3D computer graphics software. I learn every day. So every day comes new challenges and there's got to be new solutions. So I'm not stuck doing the same thing every day.
I'm responsible for about 17 personnel that are doing everything from sales and marketing, everything to do with the commercialization of a product, really. I enjoy the R&D side of things and the new products as much as any part of my role because it's solving problems for people. And if you can help people, you're going to go a long way.
I help from design to fabrication to maintenance to repair to really implementing what they want. And I also install machinery. There are so many different ways that things are put together and things are made. Every day is different. It's never a dull moment.
We'd say we got a family atmosphere. People don't really understand what that means. I mean, we've got, my father works here, my sister works here. We've got several families, father, son, daughter, mother work here. You know, when you're working for some giant corporation, you know, they could take you or leave you. They don't have a lot of attachment to you. I imagine if you've been there 30 years or something, maybe they look out for you. But when you're straight out of school and you're working for some giant company, you're sort of faceless. You're sort of not very important to them. And when you work here, we try to get to know you. We care about you. We care about your career path.
The main thing is a small company. It operates like a family instead of like a big company that has to have, the more people you have working for you, the more rules you have to have.
Low-key, from an employee standpoint, we're not big corporate. Everybody's not into a little pigeonhole. Everybody wears multiple hats, does multiple types of tasks. Everybody has fun, has a good group of people. Makes a difference.
So I'm part of one of the families that they've been talking about. So my dad worked at Automated, so he's sort of a foam guru.
It's more of a family type work culture, and this company is just really great. It's a very small company, and we know everybody by name.
Very much family oriented. Oh, you know, very, very relaxed.
I think it's just the family nature of the company is nice, it's refreshing. Family matters, and people are very much part of that family.
I like everybody I work with. I mean, they're great people. They actually listen to you whenever you have a problem. They actually try to solve it, and they'll actually take your suggestions into mind whenever they're designing or working on a problem. Everybody here wants this company to grow, and we want to see not only the company grow, but everybody in the company to grow personally.
It's always changing. So it's not something that you're going to come in and it's going to be a pigeon-toed operation and you're going to do the same thing over and over and over. You might do the same thing over and over for a little bit, but then there'll probably be an opening or an opportunity for you to change to something different.
It's a fun place to be. It's exciting.
It's honestly the best job I've ever had.
You have to be disciplined, you have to show up for work, you have to be reliable.
The biggest thing that I feel like you can't teach is somebody that wants to be there and wants to try. So you want to see effort, and you want to see they're prepared, and somebody that's not jumping from thing to thing, and somebody that has a background in attendance and showing up.
What we really look for, a little bit of work history. The biggest thing is that you're ambitious and that you want to work. So it doesn't really matter where you've had your work at. It does, if you've got something in manufacturing, that's great. But we also have the ability to train folks as well. So normally we will post online. So we post on Indeed a lot. We have a lot of people that stop by, locally and just want to know if we're hiring or not. So they can put their application in at any of our locations, and they also can go online. But usually they're operator positions. Usually that's how you come into the company.
A lot of our jobs we go through temp, so they would work for 6 months, and then we'd make an evaluation on whether or not we can hire them.
I would say the average salary is anywhere from $15, $16 an hour to $25, depending on what your job is and how long you've been here. We have a full benefit package. We have medical insurance, dental, vision. We now have 401k, great vacation package, paid holidays. So we have a lot of things to offer.
I have a plant manager in this plant who started as a machine operator, making $10 an hour or something. Now he runs the plant. He's got 50 or 60 people reporting to him. Going to work straight out of school. A giant company can teach you skills but your impact as an individual is much larger as a small company.
Definitely advance opportunities, starting out as a machine operator, moving up into significant positions. You know, we try to advance from within whenever possible.
So I started in shipping, sort of like shipping supervisor. So I moved from sort of into production supervisor and then production manager, and that's what I did for the majority, probably 6 years. And then I just recently moved to plant manager.
We've had a lot of folks that's been here and kind of advanced up through the realm, but when we do have positions open, we do talk with our folks on the floor, let them know that they're open. You know, if anybody's interested, they're more than welcome to apply. Folks on the floor, if they show ambitious or they show interest in something, then we always take time to talk with them about that.
We grow exponentially every year. We've just started a facility in Statesville. That's a new business for us.
Automated continues to be on a growth path. Innovation, new ideas, lots and lots of growth potential here.
When I started here, there was probably 15 to 20 employees for the company. And now I manage 25 to 30. So I'm managing more people than the company had when I started. The growth and the change that I've seen since I started is unreal to me.
I think we've finally gotten established here at Automated Solutions, and so now the future is just going to be growing from here on out. And it's also a great opportunity for folks to get in and learn the job.
The future is bright. I mean, there's no telling where we'll be tomorrow.
Manufacturing is really the backbone of our economy. It's the creation of a product that comes from an idea and fills a need for us as consumers. Manufacturing really generates the revenue that makes all the service-based industries function.
You don't know, you just got to get out there and try something. If you don't like it, try something else. And it can change and evolve, and you might like one aspect of a particular job and it may take you a different direction. There is a great need for people who have skill, and you're only going to have skill from experience. So come to work, get the experience, and start learning a trade and a skill.
I would recommend trade schools. They're a cheaper alternative to going to school for many years and being in debt. If you really don't know what you want to do, it's a cheap way to get into a business, and you can see electronic, mechanical, any of that stuff. A lot of the workforce is really older right now, so there's not a lot of new candidates to hire for these positions. So there's an opportunity to grow and to learn. Just learn so much from working here.
If you like school, if you're whether it be trade school or whether it be college or whatever, my advice would be to pursue that. Then we've got other employees here who didn't go to college. They still have to pursue knowledge, and they still have to educate themselves. They have to learn what they're doing, their trade or their whatever skill. Some people that work here, they didn't like school, they couldn't stand sitting in the classroom, and they went to work out of school. The more ambitious of those that have learned a lot and have applied themselves, the same rules apply to somebody who went to college as not.
Everything you buy off the store shelf comes from some type of manufacturing facility. You need people that can do all those type things. The maintenance is important, electrical, machine control, robotics, et cetera, et cetera. So it's important, to go through school and don't just think about the real glitzy kind of job, but there are many things down underneath that are supportive of everything we buy every day.
We're all part of a community, and find your place to fit into that community. Develop your skill set, know your value, and grow in that value so that when you look back at your tenure of wherever you've worked, whatever career you've chosen, you can be proud of the legacy that you leave behind. Lift people up around you, bring them along with you, and you can never go wrong.